Hello everybody and welcome back to the Tune-In. This is our first video in almost 3 weeks, which is crazy.
I had the flu.
And yeah, we just haven't filmed at all in the past 3 weeks, so we decided that we would film right now and we would rank the Michael Jackson albums. So
let's get into it.
So I'm gonna go first. So where do you want to start? At the bottom?
Bottom.
Okay.
Yes,
the bottom of my list is Forever Michael.
I put Ben.
Ben?
Yeah. It looks like something just died inside of you when you said that.
Well, I don't completely disagree, but all the way at the bottom you put that?
Yeah, I was not a huge fan of this album, to be honest.
The opening track's good.
Yeah, I feel like I've heard it somewhere before.
Oh,
like
you probably
it sounded familiar to me.
Yeah.
But I mean, I wasn't really a fan of most of the songs. There's actually a repeat from Got to Be There. In Our Small Way is a repeat.
Yeah.
I just felt like the album kind of like dragged on. It really didn't have like the energy that some of the other albums I listened to had. So I wasn't a huge fan of this. It kind of sounded like 70s TV game show music to me.
Really?
Yeah, I wasn't. I don't know. Maybe it was just all the horns, the production. I don't know. I just wasn't a huge fan of it. All right.
Yeah. So at the bottom of my list was Forever Michael. I don't know a whole lot of songs off of it, but I like One Day in Your Life is a good song. Cinderella, Stay a While, really cool song. Just a Little Bit of You. Not Talking to You or You. Song title. That was very awkward.
Yeah. Moving on.
No, but it's a really cool song, album, but I'm not the biggest fan of it.
Do you want to go next, or do you want me to?
I'll go.
All right.
My number 9, since there are 10, my number 9, just above Forever Michael, was Music and Me.
Same.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Now, I like the opening track with The Child's Heart.
I think that's a cover, if I'm not mistaken. Let me check Spotify real quick.
2 hours later.
But yeah, apparently it is a Stevie Wonder cover. So.
Oh, cool. But Music and Me, the title track, really cool song.
Yeah. My favorite track on the album was Euphoria. I thought that was a pretty good song. Yeah, my opinion on the album, it's a good album. My biggest complaints are the fact that by track 5, the slow R&B love ballads are starting to get a little boring for me. And number 2, it didn't really feel much like a cohesive album, and more like a collection of singles.
Yeah. Yeah, I could see what you mean by that.
Yeah.
I personally think it's an okay album.
I agree.
They're great songs. It's just the production is way overdone
Sounds
in
like
the
a Family
70s.
Feud theme.
Like his voice, incredible. We're not hating on his voice.
Oh yeah.
It's just the instrumentation and the way it's set up in the what do you call that? In the master, in the mix. That it's just not too great. So, yeah.
All right.
You can do your number 8.
My number 8 was Forever Michael.
Really?
Yes.
My number 8 was Got to Be There.
Okay.
Ain't No Sunshine. Got to Be There. Rockin' Robin. Rockin' Robin's just such a great song. Yeah, just a really cool album.
Yeah. Forever Michael was my number, 7?
8.
8. Yes, 8. It's a pretty good album. Some of the, like a complaint I had with some of the past few albums, songs can get a bit repetitive. Another one of my complaints is that Michael Jackson is kind of in that weird stage between his child voice and his puberty voice. So sometimes it kind of sounds like adult Michael Jackson at 2 times speed.
Yeah, that's kind of true. Like he still sounds good. It's just
that weird middle ground between adult Michael Jackson
puberty
and child Michael Jackson.
and full-grown adult, and it's like he was 17 at the time, so he could have still been
Yeah.
Yes.
I like Cinderella, Stay a While, and We're Almost There were my favorite tracks.
Yeah.
The production on this album, I don't think is. I didn't notice it as much as I did some of the other albums, but it's a decent album.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. My number 7 is Ben.
My number 7 was Got to Be There.
Okay. I love the title track, My Girl in Our Small Way. It's a really cool album. Ben is a deep song, very emotional. I think the whole album carries emotional weight in some form or another. But yeah, that's my thoughts. So.
Got to Be There was actually the first album I listened to when I needed to catch up on the Michael Jackson albums, and I just thought it was a great album.
Yeah.
It's my only one complaint is since it was the first album I heard, it was kind of strange to hear this young kid singing about like these romantic topics. It was a little like whiplash, but I got used to it once I started to hear the next couple albums. I loved Ain't No Sunshine and In Our Small Way, some great songs.
Yeah.
And the production is
it's better than the others.
It's better than the others. It's great on most songs. Wings of Our Love was the only one where I really noticed the production start to like
take it over.
Go into 1970s.
Yeah.
Cheesy horn sound.
Cheesy horn sound. Do you want to move on to our number 6?
Yeah.
What's your number 6?
My number 6 is Invincible.
My number 6 is Thriller.
That is a bold move.
Now, I like Thriller. It's overplayed. Great album, overplayed. I love Wanna Be Starting Something, Baby Be Mine, The Girl Is Mine, Billie Jean, Human Nature, PYT, and The Lady of My Life. I'm not that huge of a fan of like Beat It or Thriller or like Billie Jean. They're all just so overplayed. They're still great songs. It's all great songs. It's just that album was played for so long that it just feels a little outdated now because it was just played over and over and over again. So for that reason, it's this low on my list.
I put Invincible. Honestly, I think this might be one of Michael I hate to say one of his heaviest albums sonically, but it's one of his heaviest. It has like, I'd say it has more rock aspects to it, but Heartbreaker, Unbreakable is a great song. Heaven Can Wait. What was the one song? Whatever Happens was on your deep cuts list, and it's a good song. I listened to it.
Yeah.
I like that one. Threatened, Privacy is a good song. 2,000 Watts.
And that album, I think you're right on the heaviness because that was in a rough time for him, early 2000s, and it is the most expensive album ever made.
Yeah,
I think it cost $30 million to make, which is
crazy. He was such a perfectionist.
Yeah,
which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but
But
it could come with some potential financial
risks.
detriment.
That album is great. You'll see my opinions on it. We're going to do one more, and then we're going to leave you for today, and then we'll be back Monday. My number 5 is Off the Wall.
Same.
Yeah. I love this album again.
Yeah, it's
overplayed. Like, I love
this one. I don't think this one's too overplayed.
Actually, no. Don't Stop Till You Get Enough and Rock With You are the two overplayed kind of songs on there.
Yeah.
Working Day and Night, great song. Get on the Floor, Off the Wall, Girlfriend, written by Paul McCartney.
Nice.
She's Out of My Life, I Can't Help It. It's The Fall He Loved and Burn This Disco Out. The whole album is really cool.
I love Don't Stop Till You Get Enough. Probably my favorite song on the album. Rock With You, I can see the overplayedness.
Yeah.
Get on the Floor, Off the Wall is a great song. Burn This Disco Out, it's a pretty cool song. Just a really good album, and it's probably the best of his 70s output because Quincy Jones took over producing this album, if I'm correct. So he washed away all the overblown 70s horns that blast in your eardrums.
Yeah, and I completely agree with that. Like, it's a great record. Just not my favorite. Okay, so we'll be back next Monday. Thank you for tuning into this section of the video. We will see you next time. Okay, so hello everyone, we're back. And we are on number 4. If you want to go next, you can.
I'll go first. My number 4 is Dangerous.
Oh, good.
Do you want to give me yours?
Pause. Mine is, hold on. Sorry, I lost it. Mine is Bad.
Oh, okay.
Bad's an incredible album. Leave Me Alone, Just Good Friends. Liberian Girl is really good. The whole album is honestly just really good, and I think it showcases how great he could be. The Way You Make Me Feel, Speed Demon, Another Part of Me, Man in the Mirror, Dirty Diana, Smooth Criminal, Leave Me Alone. I already mentioned that, but great song. Yeah, this whole album is just great, and if anybody hasn't heard it, do you have a life?
Do you live under a rock?
Yeah, do you?
But yeah.
Yeah, like it's kind of sad if you haven't, but anyway.
I picked Dangerous. It's just an incredible album cover, looks super cool. Just a pretty solid list of songs. I feel like it has like a lot of like hip hop and rap influences.
Yeah.
Which I think is a pretty cool direction.
New Jack Swing is a big one on there.
Yeah. Why You Wanna Trip on Me, Give In to Me is one of my favorite songs. Black and White is one of the most popular tracks from the album. It's just overall an incredible album. Oh yeah, Keep the Faith is another good one.
Keep the Faith. Can't Let Her Get Away.
Jam.
Gone Too Soon is really sad. It's for Ryan White. It's a kid that passed away from AIDS.
Yikes.
Dangerous is really great. Yeah.
Just
In the Closet is also really good.
Just an incredible album the whole way through. It's one of my personal favorites, and I'm not a huge rap guy, and I just still really like it. So if you haven't checked it out, go check it out.
Yes. Okay, my number 3 is, I think we might be tied.
Okay.
Wait.
So what is it?
I'm trying to decide if we want to say it at the same time.
Let's do it anyway.
Okay, let's do it.
Even if we have different. All right. You just want to count from 3?
Yes. 3, 2, 1.
History. Nice.
I knew it. I knew it. Great album.
Yes, it is.
Disc 1, or
However you want to call it.
the part 1 is just a compilation of his huge hits, and then the other disc is
like more
great
of the album.
Yeah, great songs, new songs on this album. Scream is great. They Don't Care About Us.
Yeah, I love
Isn't
that
that one of your favorite
Yeah,
Michael
it's one of my
Jackson
favorites.
songs? Stranger in Moscow.
Oh yeah, I love that song too.
The beatboxing in that is great. This time around is cool. It's kind of. Have you heard it?
Yeah, I've heard it.
It's like angry. It sounds.
Yeah.
You know how like Michael, like he just. I don't know if that sounded right, but yeah. Earth Song.
Oh yeah, I love that song.
Beautiful.
His cover of Come Together.
Oh my
That's
gosh,
a good song.
incredible. DS, really good song. Money, really good. Come Together. You Are Not Alone. That's a great song, but like that was the biggest I think off of this album. And Earth Song. Childhood is a really sad, slow tempo song. Tabloid Junkie, probably one of my favorite on this record. Too Bad. It's good. History is great, and I think it's actually an underrated track on this album. Little Susie, have you heard it?
I don't think I have. Or if I did, I don't remember it.
It's creepy. Just to show you the creepiness, I'm gonna read you a lyric. Just so you know, I can't say this word on YouTube, so I'm gonna put in another word to fill it. Somebody unalived Little Susie, the girl with the tune who sings in the daytime at noon. She was there screaming, beating her voice in her doom, but nobody came to her soon. A fall down the stairs, her dress torn, oh, the blood in her hair.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's, everyone came to see the little girl that now is unalived. So blind stare the eyes in her head.
Right.
It's pretty sad, and Smile, the last song, is a cover. Charlie Chaplin. It's a beautiful, beautiful song.
Just a great album. Some of my most played Michael Jackson songs are off this album, like They Don't Really Care About Us and Come Together. Just an incredible album, and it showed that Michael Jackson could still make it in the 90s.
Yes. My number 2 is Dangerous.
My number 2 is Bad.
Oh, really? Mm-hmm. Okay, so I know what your number 1 is. But Dangerous is a great album.
Oh yeah, I agree.
Jam, Why You Want to Trip on Me. Every song on it is great. I don't think there's a skippable track on it. It is a little lengthy,
Yeah,
but it's a good album.
Yeah.
There's like 14 songs on it, and it's a little over an hour and 10 minutes. But it is still great music, and I recommend it to anybody that hasn't heard it or just heard a couple songs off of it. But it's a great album. It was actually one of the first Michael Jackson albums that I just fell in love with so quickly. So for that reason,
Yeah.
it's
I
up
love
there.
Bad. There's so many great songs on it. Bad, Smooth Criminal, Dirty Diana, Leave Me Alone, Speed Demon's an awesome song. I'm trying to think what the other tracks are. Well, they're not coming to me right now, but either way, he was still riding high off a Thriller, and it was just an incredible album. It you can hear it's hard to explain. You can hear similar production elements from Thriller over to Bad, I feel like, but it's just an incredible album with a bunch of incredible songs.
And Bad, I think, boosted him even further into stardom. So it's a great example
it's like
of that.
Whammy.
But yeah, that's a great album.
Yeah.
Good pick. My number 1. Now, Michael Jackson fans specifically are going to be angry at me for putting it in number 1.
Let's play the game. How many fan bases can Brodie anger before we finally are done doing the show? So far, we got the Led Zeppelin fans and now the Michael Jackson fans.
Yes. Invincible is my number 1.
I went with Thriller.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
I just really couldn't pick any other album. I mean, all the other albums are great. They have a bunch of great songs, but Thriller it's just, one, it's so iconic, and two, it's like a collection of some of his greatest songs. Wanna Be Starting Something, super cool. Baby Mine's great. The Girl's Mine with Paul McCartney is cool. Thriller is one of the most iconic songs of all time. Beat It, my personal favorite song of the album, is an incredible rock tune. Billie Jean, another one of his most iconic songs. Human Nature is a nice song. It's I hate to say it's like a slow ballady type of song because it's not really much of a ballad, but it's like softer. Pretty Young Thing's a great song. Lady in My Life. It only has 9 tracks, only 42-minute runtime. So overall, just an incredible album. And I'm not even going to say that if you haven't listened to it, you should listen to it, because you had to have heard at least one of the songs off this album.
Yeah.
I don't think it's possible not to.
Yeah, you live your entire life not hearing one song off of Thriller. Okay.
Yeah.
My number 1 was Invisible. And
Invisible?
Invincible, sorry. Came out in 2001. The first track, Unbreakable, just great. Heartbreaker, Invincible, the title track, great. Break of Dawn is smooth, and I like it a lot. Heaven Can Wait. The harmonies on that song are some of my favorites in any song ever, so
I'll have to listen to it.
it's great. You haven't heard it?
I haven't heard it yet, no.
Oh, really?
I've heard most of the songs off the album.
Yeah.
I don't think I've heard that one.
Great one. You Rock My World. Butterflies, beautiful. Speechless, a song written about his kids. 2,000 Watts. He sings 2,000 Watts in like a really deep voice. It is insane. You Are My Life, really good. Privacy, whew. Don't Walk Away, really good. Cry, really good. Every song on this is really good. The Lost Children, Whatever Happens,
Yep.
which was in my Deep Cuts list on the Deep Cuts video. Please go check that out. And Threatened, which is a very Thriller-esque kind of song. So this album is just great. You can listen to the whole thing and not get tired of it, but oh my gosh, it's so good.
Nice.
You know what? All we're going to say is, my name is Brodie,
I'm Wyatt.
and this is a tune-in, Tuning Out. Are we recording? Ooh, we are.
Somebody help me.
All right,
So how you
we're
wanna
just
start?
going to do this. I don't know. We're just going to do this. Whenever we're ready. Okay. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Tune-In. Oh, that was good.
All right.
The bottom of my... Gosh. Sorry, I might be a little rusty.
That was good.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. So blind, stared the... Why did I say it like that? From Charlie Chaplin.
Charlie Chaplin.
Schlappen? No. Okay, so that's our list. Thank you so much for tuning in. We really appreciate it. And it's nice to be back after 3 weeks. So anyway, thank you for watching. Please subscribe, like the video, ring the bell so you get notified whenever we post a new episode. And this is the Tune-In. Okay. Okay, so this is the end of the episode. Thank you for tuning in and seeing what our lists were. I'm Brodie.
I'm Wyatt.
And thank you.
Come on.
Okay, so that's the end of our list. We would like to thank you for tuning in and seeing our list. This was a very fun video to film. And it was awesome. So just thank you so much. And...
Brodie.
You know what? All we're going to say is, my name is Brodie.
I'm Wyatt.
And this is the Tune-In. Tuning out.